Hello everyone, have a nice day. You are watching my YouTube channel Dr.Suhail and Karatuas, and I am Dr. Suhail. Today I have chosen a topic which could be benefited to many of you. And my topic is can you rent out your apartment, which is B class Kimlik base? Number one. Number two, if you buy another apartment, can you move to the other apartment and can you leave your B class apartment empty, or can you rent out to someone? Number three, if you move to some other area on the rent, for example, if you are doing the job and your workplace is far away from your own apartment, so what will be the condition? So let's talk about one by one, and also I will cover in today's topic that what are the immigration department rules and regulation regarding the renting out of your B class apartment. So let's start from the point number one. If you have purchased your apartment before April 2022, at that time the apartment value was not fixed, and most of the people they purchase apartment at any price, and they were granted B category Kimlik or temporary residence card, through which you are eligible or entitled after passing 5 years for the passport, provided that you are continuously living in Turkey, and as per the rules regulation you are allowed to be out from the Turkey for maximum 90 days, which means, for example, if you are going to other country or your native country, you have to back by all means on the 89th day, or in parts also you can stay out of Turkey 90 days per year. This is the facility. So if your apartment is the low value apartment, or you can say the Turkish government revised the value of the apartment in the first attempt $75,000, and then in the second attempt they revised in $200,000, which is the current value on which you buy the property, and then you can apply for the residence permit, touristic residence permit or temporary card. So the question, can you rent out your apartment? So let me tell you that many people say different things, or you will be having different opinion. But just to cross check, I went by myself to Gochidare, or the immigration department, and I presented my touristic residence card, which is B category. I'm also having my apartment, and I asked them clearly that please tell me what is the law or what is the rule of immigration department. Can I rent out my apartment? So he clearly explained me that when you came here and you purchased a property, so Turkish government granted you a document, a legal document, which allows you to stay, and that is the TRC or your B category Kimlik, which is classified, or you can differentiate with the E category Kimlik, which is for non property purpose or non property based Kimlik E class. So he clearly told me that you are not allowed to rent out, and neither you are allowed to leave your apartment. So the answer was very clear. I hope those who are listening for the first time, they also should know that you are not allowed to rent out your apartment. I will explain you what are the consequences, and in certain cases what happened to those who rented out their apartment, and what consequences they faced. Now, the second thing is that if you are living in Turkey and you get the job, and your workplace is very far away, for example, from your apartment, or you are not feeling convenient in commuting, and you decide, okay, let's take an apartment on rental basis near to your workplace. So what will be happening? You will assign a contract of your rent agreement, and then you will have to go to a department which is called nufus. What is the role of the nufus department? He keeps a control of the number of foreigners in a particular neighborhood or district. And in my earlier video, I explained that as per the law, uh, the 10% foreigners population should not be exceeded in any neighborhood or in any district. For example, if any district there are 100,000 population of Turkish citizen, so only 10,000 foreigners of any country can live there. Otherwise, they are not allowed to live there. They will not be granted TRC. Even they cannot buy the TRC based property. Sorry. So, if you get an apartment on rental basis, you have to report immediately, means within 10 to 15 days to Nufus department, and you have to get your Nufus over there. Means you have to show that you are not living in your Kimlik based or the B class based apartment, but you are living on rent. So what they will do, they will get your all information. They will check the rent agreement of your rental apartment. Also, they will check your purchase deed, which is called tapu of your own department, and then they will enter this information, and they will give you a document, and you will have to sign. Not only you, but your wife, or if you have children, all your family will have to be there at that time. It will be a sort of undertaking. You will say that you are no more living in your own apartment, but you are living in a rental apartment. So they will verbally even ask you that make sure that you will be no more living in your own apartment. So this is the condition. Now, at this point, I tell you what are the consequences. It's not an easy task that you easily left your own apartment and you rented out another apartment. So, what happened recently? I give you two examples. I will not tell the nationality. It doesn't look nice that I mention the country or the person who belonged to which country. But what happened? I tell you an area name. There is a very big district. The name is Mamak, and in Mamak district there is a neighborhood which is called Zervikat. A family was living there, and what they did, they rented out their apartment. So at the time of it has happened recently, by the way. Let me tell you, a couple of months back. So when they went to go Chidare for the renewal of their Kimlik, the application was submitted. In the meanwhile, Gochidare sent police department. Police went to their apartment. Police asked about. They knocked the door, and there were living a tenant, a Turkish family, and they got the information, you are on rent, and blah blah. And they asked from the neighbors as well that is this apartment is on rent, or the owner was also living. So they said no, the owner never came here to live, but owner is living somewhere else. Within the 10 days, they called to the guy, and they deported him with immediate effect. And he was shocked because, as per the rules and regulation of the immigration department, he violated. He was supposed to live in his apartment, and he was not allowed to rent out his apartment without informing the Gochi Darisi or without informing to the Nufus department. So ultimately, within the 10 days, he was unable to sell out his property. In hurry worry, he finally handed over a key to the unit chi, or a lady who is the manager of the building. Most of the time, the ladies are there, which are called unit chi. From unit, unit is the word unit chi. And I met to unit chi, and she told me about this all. So now they are in their country and they cannot come back. Yes, very unfortunately. It was, you can say, a final exit, and they cannot come back throughout their life into Turkey. What they will be doing, I don't know. But in another case, the same happened, but story is a little bit different. Husband, wife, they are living happily in their apartment. Then they decided to purchase a better apartment for themselves. They purchased a better apartment and they moved in the new apartment. And what a big mistake they did at the time of renewal of the Kimlik. They wrote the address of their new apartment, and they did not inform to the Goch Idaresi that their own apartment is has a different address, which is B class. So again, what happened? Police checked on the instruction of the Gochi Darisi. Police went there. They asked about the department was empty, and neighbors told them they are moved elsewhere. So again, in the same case, the Gochi Darisi called them and ordered them to leave Turkey within the 10 days. They were deported. But in 10 days, what they did, they made a power of attorney to sell their apartment, and they handed over to some of their friend, or I don't know who was a person. And the all stuff, I don't know about what happened with the stuff. The all home furniture, all electrical appliances. There are two options. God forbid if someone has to face this type of condition. So the one is that simply one can go to Ulus market, which is for the used stuff market. The guy will come. He will give an offer, a sort of the auction, and lump sum for the all items. He will give offer, which is very very low offer, like you can say just like a trash. The second better option, but there is a time limit, is that within the 10 days, if someone is smart, he can put the ad on sahibindin.com, where people will visit to see the stuff. And if luckily he got the good offer, so he can, you can say, he can save some money, or he can be safe from more losses. This is the option. Now, another aspect, that if you want to rent out your apartment, can you rent out your apartment? Or if you can rent out, what is the condition? So first of all, in any case, you are not allowed to give your apartment on rental basis before completing the 5 years. But I told you, like one of our friend who is the realtor or the Imlakchi, he was continuously chasing me. Doctor, can you please give your apartment? I have a very good tenant, a very reliable person. He will give you a good rent. He will give you advance, blah, blah, this. But I said, no, not at all. I cannot even think about that. One day he told me there is a one condition in which you can uh, rent out your apartment, but that will be not a proper agreement, but that is called ta'ahud. I have already discussed this ta'ahud nama in my previous video. So it is, you can say, a temporary 6 month agreement, not a proper agreement, but 6 month temporary agreement, and this is only for the students. But some people say that you can even rent out to some other person like Airbnb and this and that, but these are all stories. But the reality is that even on Ta'ahud Nama, you cannot rent out your own apartment, which is B category or the B class, if you are holding the B class Kimlik. Except if you have purchased property and you have citizenship, of course, then you have no any problem from the day one. You can, after getting your passport, you can rent out from the day one. It's okay, you are legally allowed. But on the B class TRC, you are not allowed your apartment on rent. So this is all about the what Gochidare says, or what the immigration department said, what are the rules, the regulation. And if you have any question, you are most welcome to ask in your comment section. I hope I tried to cover all aspects of this subject. One another important point which I forgot, I would like to mention now, that they have different ways of means to check you. For example, one of my friend, he told me that if no matter you are not living in your apartment, but you can switch on your some appliances, your regular bill will come. It will be showing. You can say to Gochidare that you are living there, or like this, or you can go like once in a week. You can live there, or you can utilize water, blah blah. These are all, trust me, all useless things. What happened with one of those families, they not only send the police to check whether they are living or not there, but also in the first phase they ask them, please bring your last electricity bill. So the last electricity bill was 6 or 7 month old, because after that, this is the rule of the electricity department, that if you are not utilizing your electricity, initially they will continue sending you the bills. After that, after 3 months zero reading, they will send you a message that there is no utilization in your apartment, so we will not send you the bill. And they will inform you through your email. Only email will come. But if you need a bill, you will have to go to electricity department, and they will generate a manual bill, which will not be the actual one. So they provided a bill which was 6 month old, and even it was with the zero consumption. Then they asked, okay, go to an Energisa or the electricity department and bring separate bill of last 6 months. So they brought this 6 month bills separately, and all bills were with the zero consumption. So this was a big, proof which was enough for the Gochidare to take the action which the Gochidare took, and they were finally deported. But they, in very rare cases, if you have not done extreme violation, for example, you have not rented out your apartment, you go off and on, and you are living in an apartment on rental basis, and you have got your nufus, and also you have got your address registration done in the Gochidaresi. So as per their record, you are living in an apartment with a legal status, and you're not living in your own apartment. So only in that case, they are little bit, you can say, like give you a chance, or they are a little bit lenient with you. They give you two options. They say either you have to cancel immediately your B class Kemlik, and then you will apply for a fresh application for the E class. In other words, your B category Kimlik, on which you were supposed to be entitled after the 5 years, they will cancel and you will be no more eligible for your passport or your citizenship after 5 years. So they will give you the first option. Either you have to cancel, in that case they will deport you, so then you will not be able to come throughout your life Turkey, and then you will have to sell your property within the 10 days. It's your luck how much you get offer, or the other option that you will make a power of attorney. The second option, which if they are very humble with you and evaluating your case, is that they will allow you, okay, we are simply canceling your B category Kimlik application, and we are not asking you to go back to your country, neither we will deport you, but when your fresh application will be uploaded and you will submit your file, at that time you will have to pay the fine. And recently it was happened with a family. How much fine they pay you, I tell you. The husband and wife separately paid 10,800 Turkish lira, in which the visa charges were included, like fine plus visa charges, because they assume that since we are not sending you to your country, so at least you have to pay the visa fee, because in that case if you go back to your country and you have to come, so of course your Kimlik will be expired, so you will have only option that you get a new visa, and then you will come back. So this was the case that they paid 10,800 Turkish lira fine per person, and then their fresh application was uploaded with all the documents, including rent agreement, because after the cancellation of the Kimlik, and unfortunately that area is closed for the renting, so even they were not allowed to live in their own apartment. Imagine. So they got an apartment on rent. They made an agreement and they went to the again to the Gochi Darasi apartment for the registration of the address, and Gochi Darasi given them a small piece of paper to go to the nufus and get done your nufus. So they pass through all this procedure sequentially. So please be careful before taking any decision regarding your apartment renting out, or even you want to move to elsewhere for getting an apartment on rent. So thank you very much for patience with the patience watching my this video. If you have any question, once again, you can write in the comment section, and I will continue keeping these type of useful vlog for you. And take care. Thank you very much, and bye bye.